What's going on, everybody? It's Kanye. Today's video, we're going to be showing you how to make one of the best 6'10 builds in NBA 2K23. Now, I want to go ahead and state, a lot of people are talking about how the 6'9s are the most broken build in the game this year, which, realistically, the 6'9 builds are nice, but there's some perks to 6'10 and 6'8 builds that a lot of people are overlooking, and I'm going to kind of dive into that with the next few builds I'll put out here. But first, we're going to go ahead and just talk about a 6'10. Before we get started, please don't hesitate to like and subscribe. I know I haven't been posting as consistently as I used to. I'm doing my best to kind of keep up. I just got a lot going on right now, so I appreciate y'all's patience. But let's go ahead and get into this. So as I said, we're making a small forward today. For our body settings, we're going to go 6'10". As I said, we are going to be doing 6'10" today. Weight, you're going to go ahead and take it all the way down to 200, and you're going to max the wingspan out at 7'8". And for body shape, I went compact just because we already are minimum weight. We want to be kind of a lanky guy. I would make this build in comparison to KD if he had elite contact dunks, because KD can dunk, but you would think he would have a higher three ball than an 82. So it's like KD if you flip-flopped the finishing and shooting a little bit. But let's go ahead and take a look at this. So first things first, we've got 76 close shots, 75 driving layup, 93 driving dunk, 80 standing dunk. And you're going to see here we got 19 finishing badges. So just an explanation for some of these caps. The reason we went 19 or 93 on the driving dunk is because it gets you gold posterizer versus silver. You can obviously save that if you don't want to run posterizer on gold, but I wanted to have it. The nice part about the 6'10s, and this is also with the 6'9s, is that you get limitless takeoff and slithery in tier 1 and tier 2. So that is a big benefit. Along with it, the perk of the 6'10 is now we're going to be able to get those big man contact dunks. So that's why we rose the standing dunk to 80. Technically, to get every single animation, you'd have to go to 90, but to get the big man contacts that we want, we just needed at 80. So that is a perk of a 6'10 over a 6'9 is the big man contact dunks. Moving on to shooting, we're going to have an 80 mid-range, 82 3-ball, and a 67 free throw. It's going to get you 21 shooting badges. You're going to see here that we get things like gold green machine and silver deadeye, silver blinders. We also are going to have gold amped, and we can still get agent 3s on bronze. So we're going to be able to shoot reasonably well at the 6'10 height, so that's also beneficial. Moving down to playmaking, we've got an 86 pass accuracy, a 80 ball handle, and a 73 speed with ball. Now, the reason I went with the 86 pass accuracy, as you can see, it does get us a few badge tiers up. The main reason I went with the 86 versus the 85 is because it changes the name of the build. So just a little hint for y'all, if you want diming to be in the name of your build, you need to have an 86 pass accuracy. That being said, 85 is going to get you the LaMelo Ball pass style, which is a really good pass style in the game. If you don't want to have the pass accuracy this high, I recommend going to at least 75 to get the LeBron pass style. For our ball handle, we went with 80, speed with ball 73. So this build's going to be able to get the Joel Embiid dribble style, which requires a 65 speed with ball. That's going to allow us to speed boost, chain dribble moves together relatively well. You're also going to see here we've got silver clamp breaker, silver hyper drive, silver quick first step all on a 6'10. Technically, if you wanted to try to get a higher quick first step, you could, take a bunch of attributes off and max out our post control. I'm going to be doing that with a 7'3 build later, so please stay in tune for that, because I think y'all are going to really find that build interesting. I'm going to try to show some gameplay in the tester for that build, just so you can kind of get an idea of what it can do. But yeah, 21 playmaking badges, definitely a lot of options to put those. If you want to play more of a big, you can definitely do that. And that's the other nice part about this build. It's really good running the big in park, but also in the rec, it can play a wing or a big spot and even run the guard if it needs to. So that's the nice part. You can kind of have your badge loadout set up to based on what position you're going to be in that game. Moving down to defense, you're going to see here we got a 63 interior defense, 79 perimeter defense, 78 steal, 78 block, 73 offensive rebound, 85 defensive rebound. Now, a lot of these caps I did for a reason. So like the 85 defensive rebound gets us silver rebound chaser. 78 block got us another badge. 78 steal gets us silver interceptor. 79 perimeter defense gets us silver challenger. So that's why those are all where they're at. We get those badge tiers up slightly. We gain badges, and defensively we have a very even badge spread between interior and perimeter defense. Just like we get gold box out. We also get bronze anchor, silver pogo, silver rebound chaser. But then on the perimeter defensive side, we can get gold menace, silver pick dodger, silver challenger. We've also got chase down artist, which is going to be really good on this build. And then when we look at the physicals, 70 speed, 79 acceleration, 38 strength, 82 vertical, 90 stamina. One thing I'm going to say, at the beginning of this year, they talked about how important strength was. And I think unless you're a paint protecting center, strength's not that important. And I haven't even seen where it's, vital necessarily to those centers either. I know the anchor badge is what makes the primary difference. So don't necessarily waste your points on strength unless you're really wanting something like brick wall. As far as like acceleration, always get it as high as you can. Speed, get it to around 70. You don't really need it higher than that. Vertical, match your vertical to your dunk packages. In this case, we get the elite contact, so we need an 82 vertical. And I always try to have at least a 90 stamina or in the mid to high 80s. So you're going to look here. We've got a very, very balanced build that can do literally everything. Can guard the perimeter, can guard the paint. It can rebound. It can handle the ball. It can play make. It can shoot. It can shoot off the dribble. It can go down to the post. It can score in the post. It can score off the drive. It can finish under the rim. There's nothing this build can't do. And there's a little bit, there are benefits to a 6'9" versus this build. We get a higher ball handle on a 6'9", higher speed with ball. We also get the clamps badge on a 6'9". But on this build, we get big man contact dunks. We have extra height and length. And, this build defends extremely well. And also, it's got kind of a fun build name to it. Not overly unique, but also unique in its own way. Now for takeovers, I made this build to be a primary scorer. You can definitely go around it. You're going to see here we have a plethora of options for takeovers. No defensive takeovers, I might note. So if you want defensive takeovers, you might alter the build some. But this build was made to be an offensive player. But the crazy part is, and something I want to try once I get Mamba on this build, is trying ankle breaking shots on a 6'10", because I feel like that could be disgusting. But me personally, I'm running finishing moves. Being that I'm so much bigger than people that I'm going against, it's not necessarily hard for me to get blow-bys because I am a lot faster than other bigs, but then I'm also bigger than the average wing player, so then I run into problems there. I'm kind of jumbling my words. Essentially, though, I think finishing moves is the best slashing takeover this year. It's not hard to blow by people. If you know how to dribble, you can blow by people. And advanced gathers, just run acrobat. You don't need advanced gathers. So finishing moves, really good takeover as far as the slashing take. And then for our secondary, we went limitless range. In my opinion, the best takeover in the game. And shooting from behind the hash on a 6'10" is pretty insane. So you're going to see here, this build is going to be compared to, what makes a lot of sense. We got Pippen, LeBron, and Brandon Ingram, these really lanky wing players that are strong inside, and we get called a diamond 3-level scorer. Now, obviously, I made this thing at the small forward position. You can definitely make it at the shooting guard or the power forward, regardless, based on how you want to play. But I just thought the small forward would be a good spot because it allows me to play the wing and also rotate down into the big man area in rec, based on how we get filled in with random players, because sometimes you load in with your squad of 3, you might get 2 centers, you might get 2 guards. So this really was more of like a multi-tool in the aspect of, if we need a big, I can play big. If we need a wing, I can play wing. So this build's a lot of fun. I highly recommend y'all try it out, or at least try it in the tester. We'll go ahead and take a look at the badges just so you can kind of get an idea of what all you'll be able to do on this thing badge-wise. And remember, you do have your +5 to add to the build too. So I go ahead and I run Acrobat. I definitely run Gold Slithery. We obviously run Gold Limitless Takeoff, and now we've already got 9 equipped. So we go ahead and we can throw on, something like Back Down Punisher on bronze. We get up here, we get Posterizer on gold, we core it, and then I'm going to go ahead and throw on Fearless on silver, and the other options we have. So like technically we could take off Back Down, and we could run, Silver Rise Up for when we're under the rim. We could also go ahead and run Masher and then something else. Me personally, I would probably lay it out this way, just because, these are all your attack off the dribble badges, and then Rise Ups for when you get in the paint and have to go up. If you want to mix it up and kind of mix in Back Down Punisher as well, we can decrease our Fearless by 1 and mix in Back Down Punisher, but this is how I would lay it out. Moving on to shooting, we definitely are going to want Gold Amped. We're definitely going to want Agent 3s on bronze, Green Machine on gold. That's going to give us 11 equipped. We'll go ahead and get Silver Deadeye, we'll core it, we'll get limitless range on bronze, and then we've got 5 left. And realistically, I would probably go ahead and throw on bronze blinders. So, you know, now we've got a build that can shoot off the dribble. Green Machine's going to help us green consistently. Amp's going to keep us from getting too tired since we are a slower player and going to be using our sprint speed a lot. We do have blinders and Deadeye, even though, you know, we are going to be a really tall build and going against 6'9" small forwards with max wingspan. We technically are taller, but at the same time, you still are going to need these badges. And then limitless range, again, is just, you know, pretty much an essential if you want to shoot from anywhere beyond the 3-point line. Now, looking at playmaking, all these badges down here, we want Plant Breaker, we want Killer Combos, we want Handles for Days, Silver Hyperdrive, we want Bailout, we want Quick First Step, and then we've got 6 left. So we're going to come up here and we're going to throw on our Silver Needle Threader and we're going to core it. And what I would say now is after equipping all these, you can either go on Vice Grip if you're going to play the big more, or you can go on Unpluckable if you're going to handle the ball more. And this is where I say your badge loadouts come into play. Adjust your badge loadout based on what position you're in on this build, because, you know, if you're at the center, you want Vice Grip and Break Starter. If you're at the wing, you're going to want Unpluckable, Needle Threader, and these dribble badges. One thing I do want to say about Killer Combos, now I haven't ran on a super small guard this year where I can, you know, really put this badge to use, but I haven't seen it pop up much for me. Please drop a comment if you've seen something different though. Moving on to defense and rebounding. Definitely bronze glove, definitely bronze interceptor. Let's go ahead and throw Menace on silver. Workhorse, I'm throwing it on silver. Pick Dodger, we're going to throw it on bronze for now. Challenger on silver. Box Out Beast on gold. And actually, let's take Box Out Beast down to silver to where I can get Rebound Chaser on and cord. And then we will throw on Chase Down Artist because Chase Down Artist is disgusting this year. And this is kind of how I have them laid out on my build right now. And the main reason I say I have it this way is because I'm currently running at the wing most of the time. That being said, if I got put at the big, I would probably swap out Challenger and Menace and get myself some anchor or pogo stick. But again, I'm laying it out how I'm using it currently. There's definitely, you know, multiple ways that this build can be laid out badge-wise and still be super, super effective. That being said, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. I'm sorry again for the long delay in post. Just like I said, I've had a lot going on, but I appreciate y'all's continued support, and please don't hesitate to hit that like button and subscribe. And also, drop a comment on any style of builds you want. You know, this year it's not one of those like games where you can be like, make a play shot, which I mean, if you want me to do that, I can do that. I know how to make play shots on here, but what I'm saying is, if you want to give me a description of what you want in a build, like lay me out a blueprint, like I want it to be able to do this, this, and this, I will find a way to make it happen. Because, you know, that's the other thing. I know a lot of people don't have time to sit here on the builder for hours to get a build exactly how they want it because they want to play and they only have so many hours a day or a week to play. So if you want me to do that work for you, I'd be more than happy to do it. So by all means, don't hesitate to drop a comment with what all qualities you would want in a build, and I will find a way to make it for you. With that being said, I hope you all have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you on 2K. Peace.